You really think as a historical matter, America has never been a racist country?
When you look at, the Declaration of Independence, it was that, men are created equal with unalienable rights, right? That was what we all knew. But what I look at it as is I was a brown girl that grew up in a small rural town. We had plenty of racism that we had to deal with. But my parents never said we lived in a racist country.
Subject, take a look.
Are you a racist party? Are you involved in a racist party?
No, we're not a racist country, Brian. We've never been a racist country. Our goal is to make sure that today is better than yesterday. Are we perfect? No. But our goal is to always make sure we try and be more perfect every day that we can. I know I faced racism when I was growing up, but I can tell you today is a lot better than it was then.
You agree that the U.S. has never been a racist country?
Well, the U.S. Is not a racist country, and we've overcome things in our history. We've had challenges with how race was viewed. It doesn't matter your background. This is the best place to grow up and to pursue your dreams of any place.
Yo, what's good, people? We back. Had to come through on this because, total egregiousness. That's all I gotta say. As you see in the beginning, you see these two jabronis. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. The two jabronis talking about racism racism in America don't exist and all that, right? And listen, man, they got it so messed up. They got it so messed up. This lady, this bimbo broad, I'm not saying her name, but this bimbo broad, I don't know where she comes from. I don't know who, I don't know what. That just shows me a lot about who she's like ruling over. You know what I'm saying? You know where she come from. You know what side of town that is. And, but to say America's never been a racist country, the word race wouldn't even, like, the race would actually mean, like, running a 40-yard dash if it wasn't for America. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called a race. It was a race to see who can enslave these black people and make the most money. That was what the race was. The English, the Dutch, the Portuguese, the Spanish, the French, after they spoke to the King of England at that time, they had a couple of black slaves. They said, yo, whoever builds an empire out of these black slaves first, I'm gonna give you this land. I'm gonna give you that land over there. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth. That's how it goes. That's how it went down. You know what I'm saying? It was a race to see who can enslave, like who can build an empire off of enslaving these black folks. You get what I'm saying? So the word race, like, the way that we, like, what is your race? What is your race? That wouldn't exist if it wasn't for America. You know what I'm saying? Every other country don't have that. They have, I'm from this tribe, or I'm Kimbolanese, or I'm from over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Singali, that type of ish. You know what I'm saying? The word race comes from us. We created the race. It was a race to see who can build an empire off of these black men's back. And she said something, right? In the Declaration of Independence, it says all men are created equal without unalienable rights. You know what I'm saying? That unalienable part, that means you, black man. You know what I'm saying? That means you. Without, you know what I'm saying? We're all created equal, except these black slaves who bench press like 620 and run 40-yard dashes and 4.2, run 4.240s with 40-inch verticals. All of us have this exact same rights except them. You know, they're aliens. So all this talk about aliens and shit like that, they're talking about you, black man. They're talking about you that can run a 4.240. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Africa is in such a horrible place that it's in? Because look at, you see in the Olympics when they be running these marathons and the Kenyans and everything like that, they always win these marathons because white people the white countries can't compete with that. They like, they gotta be out of this world. They can't be human to do shit like that. They just ran for 19 hours. Who can do that? Humans can't do that. We're humans. That's the belief. That's what white supremacy is. It's a belief system. It's not, oh, I'm a cracker with the missing tooth and the shotgun. It's a belief system. You get what I'm saying? So when this lady up here talking, I saw her talking about, oh, I was a brown girl in somewhere in South Carolina. Like, so what happened? What happened? When did you go from a brown girl to a white girl? Like, what? Where was the change at? Oh, when you got afforded the opportunity to become a politician, right? Oh, when you went to school, right? Oh, when you went to 5th grade, right? That's when you went from a brown girl to a white girl, right? So don't believe none of these white people that be talking about, there was brown. It's always the white people with a little bit of a tan. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to separate themselves from the Neanderthals. Neanderthals, we know that they're like, they're white. Like, you can really call them white. And then there's the people with peach skin and everything like that. Like, there's a difference in their nationality, but you all classify as white and you all benefit from white supremacy. So that's what white supremacy was about. White supremacy was created after slavery, when you get all these other people that can classify as white, because they didn't classify as white automatically, but they can classify as white. The English, the Italians, the who else? Not the English were the ones already here. The Italians, I don't know why it's slipping my mind now, but the Irish, you know what I'm saying? That can classify as white. You were not white as soon as you got here. It took you a long time, but you can classify as white. That's where the system of white supremacy was created. System of white supremacy, you know what I'm saying? Free whites, free poor white crackers. You have no money. You can't buy a slave. You work for slaves, but you get this benefit. You can walk through the town without being accosted by the Klan. That's the benefit of the white supremacy. You get what I'm saying? And this lady right here, this bimbo broad talking about America has never been a racist country. We want to talk about history. You know what I'm saying? You talk about history. History is like, it's clear, it's written. It's already written. Like, I don't know why she's coming up here talking about this. Even why she even, but I told you one of their main weapons is playing dumb. Playing dumb is one of their main weapons. I don't know. America's never been racist. What are you talking about? We are a great country. You know what I'm saying? They play dumb with you. They play stupid with you to try and make it seem like, oh, they actually believe what they're saying. She doesn't actually believe that. She knows the truth. She's from South Carolina. South Carolina still has slave plantations right now. You know what I'm saying? And they're around because they're waiting and grooming it and everything like that, waiting to put some slaves back on that plantation. So there are plenty of people who would choose that. There are plenty of us who would choose that, but we're not going there. But I'm gonna get to that in another video. But you see, this is dangerous, because I put up a video before. I said this is a dangerous white supremacist, because she's a white supremacist because she's in a position of power wherever she is. She's a governor. She's in a position of power, and that can't happen. You get what I'm saying? That's what has to stop. You got this other maggot up here talking about, oh, America is the best place, race don't matter. But he's like, Florida's like clearly anti-Negro. Florida's like, okay, you're sequestered to that other side of Miami. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you can make it over there, you make it. But Florida, we are banning y'all. Trayvon's and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this man, like, this man has no credibility at all. Like, fam, we see what Florida's about. We've been knowing what Florida's about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want that to yourselves. But, you know, we just got to be honest. I told you, playing dumb is probably their biggest weapon. Playing dumb, because they have to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? They have to get you to vote for them. They're not getting in just based off of their own people. There are some people who believe. There are some black people who believe this. You get what I'm saying? And that's the problem. I'm gonna get to that on the next video. But this lady right here, I told you before, this is a dangerous white supremacist. She's up here. She don't know. She's clearly she knows the truth, but she's never going to tell it to you because it's not going to benefit her. So these are the types we need to get rid of. And I'm gonna just go and get out of here, man. I'm out. Salute.